Hello, welcome to a beautifully sunny Taunton for the second England v India ODI. Now in our last video we were reflecting on the fact that we thought that this was going to be a really tightly fought competitive ODI series. Hasn't looked that way so far. Interestingly, after Sunday's match we have found out that the ICC have decided to, in their wisdom, bump Mithali Raj up 3 places, I believe, in the ODI batting rankings. That was an interesting decision, wasn't it, Syd?
Yes, interesting in the interesting sense. Look, ranking systems can be great. We produce ranking systems at the ends of tournaments on Cricket Her, and they're a great way of looking at a tournament. They're also a great way of bringing to light players that you might not necessarily have noticed, but have had more impact than you think they would have done. I remember about 3 years ago, certain Sarah Glenn came quite high up in KSL rankings, and hadn't really been noted at that time, and I'm sure we'll be seeing her here today. So ranking systems can be great, but they can also be a bit of a curse, and they can be dramatically misleading. And I guess if you look at the scorecard, Mithali's contribution, she made 70 odd runs, and she made the bulk of the runs in the Indian innings. You go, well, that was a good contribution, wasn't it? But for me, actually Mithali was the problem, and what she did was she put India in a situation after the first kind of 2/3 of her innings where they couldn't win the match from there. So she was far too slow in the first 2/3 of her innings, left them in a situation where they were never going to be able to get a par score, and everything proceeded from there, and England showed that a par score was considerably more than India had scored. So lies, damn lies, and ranking systems. Anyway, on to today. And first of all, do we feel there are going to be any changes? Are they going to drop Mithali Raj, Raf? What do you think?
I think that's very unlikely. I think that last time they did that in T20s, in the semi-final of the 2018 World T20, they ended up firing the coach shortly afterwards. He's obviously now back with the team, but you'd have to be made of very stern stuff to be firing her a second time, especially when this is the format in which she's the captain. So that would be a big call, wouldn't it? I also think that there is an element of her being very senior in the team, and that making it harder to dispense with her. And I also, to some extent, I slightly disagree with you. I think maybe there's an element in which she was playing the anchor role on Sunday, and that actually it's very difficult to drop somebody when they've just made the highest score for your team in a match where really the batting was the problem, in the sense of being about 100 runs under par probably on that Bristol pitch. For all those reasons, no, I don't think they will drop her. I think that we have both said, and other people have said, that it's possible that they might go with a slightly different batting lineup, in the sense of perhaps picking Jemima Rodrigues, who knows how to bat in English conditions. A couple of years ago in the Kia Super League for Yorkshire Diamonds, she hit a spectacular 100. It was a great innings, so she is familiar with English conditions, and that could be a real advantage. So hopefully they might bring her in, but I don't think it will be in place of Mithali. I think that there are a couple of other people whose places may potentially be a threat. So it'll be interesting to see. Will England make any changes? Well, certainly not with the batting. I think that, as we said on Sunday, nothing's really changed. They've got this settled top 6 now. You potentially may think that Sophia Dunkley might end up being unlucky in her first 3 ODIs, and she'll be in a situation where, as she has really been in T20s, she's so low down the batting order, and because England are so good, she doesn't actually get a chance to bat. So will they potentially bump her up the order and give her an opportunity that she wouldn't otherwise get? Maybe, but they haven't done that in the past, so who knows. I think that England are likely to play the same 11, and I think that's unfortunate because, as we've said, really what you want is to be rotating the bowlers, the pace bowlers in particular, and you want to be giving Tash Farrant and Freya Davies a real chance in these games. So I'd love to see either or both of them today, but I think it's unlikely. What do you think, Syd?
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Well, let's go and watch some cricket.